first down, it's Newton. And his pass incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Back to the air, Newton on second down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's King. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. On first and 10, Newton. Throw left side, it's reeled in by Hamilton. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On the ground, this is Williams. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
To throw is Newton. Oh, it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's second down. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more.
Now that was a terrific play. We're down here near the goal line, and only one word comes to mind for me, and that's overwhelmed, because they absolutely overwhelmed the offensive line. He came free and made the hit in the backfield.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Coleman now. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his 9th touchdown of the within a score. They run. It's Williams. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos are in for 6. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Houston. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. The 40, 30, 10. Touchdown, Houston. Tyreek Hill, touchdown number 15 of the year. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown.
As more and more up-tempo football creeps into the NFL game, some coaches don't think time of possession matters anymore. I believe we found one of them.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. On the return, it's McKenzie. he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. Give him 10 yards on the pickup. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. They fake the give. Newton. Pass incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Out of the gun, Newton. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. That means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes it a 21-10 game. On the return, it's McKenzie. He's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
First half. Back to Denver right after this.
Hey, we got three down.
Here's Newton now on second down. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
Over the middle, complete. It's King. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, do something.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
Green, 90. Green.
Now this time Mahomes will throw. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. Third and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Newton to throw. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 5. The Broncos on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
20.
A final shot before the break. Newton steps away to his left. It's caught inside the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Well, that came a little abruptly here. Still working on my apple up in the booth. Hang on here. Let me spit this out. And we can get to the third quarter now.
Returning it, Carlos Henderson. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now out comes Houston. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Green, 90. Green, 90.
On second down, here's Mahomes. Dancing to his left. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. To throw on 2nd down. Newton. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. He got 29 yards that time.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Let's go. Come on now. Gun. Express.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Newton flushed out right. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quitting him.
0.
Going underneath, it's Coleman. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. From the red zone now, Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dante Fowler in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Newton now to throw. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Do something.
3rd and long, it's Newton. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Dante Fowler in there to get him, and that is sack number 15 for him on the year. And McManus able to put it through, and that'll make this an 8-point game. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
And now out comes Houston. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Bradley Roby, the quarterback, there to make the stop. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill out the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line.
Even though positive yardage was gained on that play, I think the defense has to be happy. Obviously, they were prepared for some trick plays coming into the game, and they looked very aware that those could happen on any given down.
And this offense on third down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll make it 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. That pick, his 9th on the season.
Remember when we were kids and you were playing Little League Baseball? And they penciled you in the 9 spot in the order. That wasn't so good, was it?
Were you in the 9 hole?
Or you played the 9 position, right field. That wasn't so great.
That wasn't. You're picking dandelions out there.
Exactly.
Right? But the 9 picks.
9 picks. You want that in a big way. That's a great season.
Heck of a season. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Eluding the pressure right. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Give him 30 yards there. Welcome back now to Denver. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a 1st down throw for Newton. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. He was hoping to get that one to Tevin Coleman in space. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Got his man complete over the middle. That's McKenzie. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Shreds the tackle. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
It's Coleman here, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Tevin Coleman, his 9th touchdown of the season. And now the Broncos are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game. A shotgun snap for Newton. And that is incomplete here. And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Houston. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And this time he's going forward. So after the offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Now Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get him to 4th down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They will run again with Coleman. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
20.
Throwing is Newton. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Newton. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. And now out comes Houston. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, You've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect them.
And the Broncos get there and take him down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Mahomes to throw on second down. And going deep for Hill. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
But it's not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right. Hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
On third and long, it's Mahomes. Being chased out left. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Time for a break. Here's Michael Pilardi now. He's been terrific so far. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Hamilton. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. This is where you learn a lot about rookie quarterbacks. How can they run that 2-minute drill? We're about to find out.
Yeah, and for them, it's not just proving it to guys like you and me watching the game and trying to beat a defense. It's proving it to their teammates that they can have the confidence in them when they line up in these situations.
Going to throw right side here, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
20.
He's back to throw. 4th play, can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Broncos in the hurry-up try to get to their positions and get set quickly. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Back to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. 4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big 1st down.
They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And avoids the contact by sliding. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as he'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Come on now. Get it hot.
Here's Coleman on the toss. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
And this kick is not going to get there. It's short and no good. Well, befitting a tight game like this, it all came down to the wire. But in the end, the field goal to win, it goes begging.
Oh, man, that is a tough way to lose a football game. You put yourself in position, and you give yourself a chance, but it's just not meant to be.
Left. Slow.
Mahomes going to throw it here. Escaping the pressure right. And going deep for Hill. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Or are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for our